unwritten cop code. It's like, oh, you're one of them. You're one of the people that don't cooperate. With me, I would go in there and I'd be like, I'm not talking. I'm not going to sit here and ramble and lie like an idiot so you guys can make me look stupid. I want a lawyer. And if the cops, if they don't like me, like this guy's a loser, I'd just be like, all right, yeah, think that. I don't care. But if you work in that world, you don't want everyone to think that you're a failure. Right? Um, I'm sure wherever Stephanie is, she's just making a bunch of facial expressions right now. So that's kind of comforting. All right. All right. So up at this point, like I said, they match the DNA first, which means that this interrogation is really doomed for Stephanie from the beginning because they have that matching DNA. It makes it a lot easier if you just have that ace in your up your sleeve, because if you without that, you're just stuck with what the old Southern boys interrogating Stiven. You're doing a lot of like, I know something's weighing on you. I know you're going to tell the truth because you're a truth teller. Hey, who's a truth teller? Or just a bunch of other strategies that someone that was able to disfigure someone's face and kill them will easily be able to just tough their way through. Or troll through if you're Stiven. Stiven. Why Stiven? Okay, so they match the DNA and they need to get her, they want to talk to her, they want to interrogate her, but they want to do it in a way that will, one, not get her to clam up and just not want to talk. The huge strategy for this interrogation, and I think the two interrogators do a really good job, is keep Stephanie talking for long enough before she just goes, you know what, I need a lawyer. Keep her talking long enough just to see how she goes, and then at a certain point, ask for the DNA. And so they're very careful with the language they use to ease into this interrogation. This goes back to patience, and I think this is what a lot of people don't appreciate with these interrogations. If you are trained as an interrogator and you're thinking to yourself, okay, you're learning, you're thinking, my first murder interrogation is coming up, it's this big build, or not even a first murder, just every time you do it, then you sit down, and it would be, to time the whole thing out perfectly is really something, because it would be hard to sit down and just be like, do you know John Rutten? Do you know his wife? The DNA matches, bitch. But you can't do that. They want her to talk, so they have to really, and they use that she's a cop against her, like everything I said about how it's a strange event when a cop's being interrogated. Anytime that it gets heightened up, anytime that she's like, well, what is this? You're asking me questions about something that happened a million years ago. Every time that she's about to just be like, I'm done, they sort of bring it back down. One of their strategies is like, all right, we're all cops here. We're just cops. We're just talking about we're talking about cop things, and we're all cops.